Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on our channel Collect 4. Thank you to everyone so far that subscribed, that has liked the videos, commented. It does mean a massive amount to us. Obviously I've got my main channel for FIFA, where I do all my FIFA stuff, and that's an established channel. This is a brand new set of content for us. It's not brand new in terms of what we do. We've been doing this for years. The content itself is what is new in terms of showing you guys it on camera consistently is what is different. Keep an eye out for sort of the really awesome videos, the thrifting, going out and buying stuff or whatever. But I do want to make sure we're bringing out the informative videos as well, because a lot of you guys that watch these videos, you're watching them because you want to do the same thing as well. So it's another new video leading off from yesterday's video. Yesterday's video was all about how to resell, what to buy, how to sell it, things to think about. This now is about the platforms that you use. So we're going to break them down each day. I'm starting off today with the big giant, and that is eBay. Some people talk about Amazon for reselling, and to me it's not the same thing, it's different. I don't think it's the same as sort of thrifty reselling that most people sort of consider to be reselling. And I guess, yeah, eBay for me is the biggest platform. Arguably, it's probably the one we make the most on each month to sort of sell stuff on. So why would you use eBay? The obvious answer, like I've just said, it's absolutely gigantic. About 109 million users per month make their way onto eBay, which is a massive amount of customers that you guys can tap into. That number has decreased bit by bit over time though. eBay isn't really keeping up with competition in my opinion, but it does still remain the market leader. It is massive. eBay's great because of its sort of perceived, you can sell anything on eBay. It is so they call themselves the online marketplace. Imagine going into a market, you can literally have whatever at a market being sold, completely different stall to stall. That's basically eBay. So we sell our Funko Pops on it, we sell our garms, our clothes on it, we sell our trainers and shoes on it, we sell absolutely everything. We've even sold pillowcases in the past, jewellery before. And so yeah, you literally can sell so much, but I'm going to be blunt, to me, that's the only thing that eBay has. Its size is the only thing it has over the likes of Depop and Vinted. And even with Depop and Vinted, people are really starting to use those sites to sell other things. And I think once Depop really do twig onto that, eBay could be in trouble. Because yes, eBay's big. Yes, eBay is good, but it's being left behind. And I don't want it to sound like a moaning video because it is a great place to start. Anyone who is starting out reselling, use eBay. Because if you're just starting out, it's the place that's going to make you most money. There's never a doubt about that. Especially when you're just starting out, you can list anything on there. So let's say you're the sort of person who knows a lot about cooking. I know someone, for example, who resells on high-end cookware. So things like pots, pans, utensils, knives, everything like that. He buys them all secondhand from like car boot sales, does them up, cleans them up and sells them on. The only real place that he can do that on is eBay. So that's basically for him, it's perfect for him. But, the big problem that eBay has is upstairs. The customer service at eBay is absolutely dreadful. It is terrible. And the metrics in terms of the way they judge you as a seller are diabolical. They're nowhere near fit for purpose anymore. And you're seeing it more and more. More and more people are either leaving eBay or sort of feeling like they're being forced out from eBay because eBay have the seller metrics. We've experienced it recently, but we've managed to fight it against them and we've won. But eBay used to base a lot of their seller metrics on the feedback. So if you had good positive feedback, you were sort of, as a shop, you'd be promoted to higher up in listings and do really well. Now they do things such as if you sell X amount, how quickly you sell to send stuff off, and those ones are okay. But there's one metric that I cannot stand, and it's basically a way for eBay to stop you from listing elsewhere. And it's basically that if you cancel someone, let's say you sell something on Depop, and 10 minutes later something sells on eBay, if you cancel that sale on eBay because the guy on Depop got there first, you get marked down quite significantly. And it's eBay's way of avoiding competition. They're trying to stop you from listing on other sites. And if you do that consistently, and it happens a couple of times, then they start to threaten you with your account and stuff like that. And it's a way of bullying you, essentially. Now, we argued against it and we won because we were like, that's not how it's going to work. And it probably just break a few competition laws, but so be it. But that's the major drawback of eBay. They're not good in terms of customer service. It is awful. It really is. Talking to anyone is just dreadful. And their metrics are diabolical. They've not got with the times at all. It hasn't progressed as a company. It is a problem. What I will say is a pro of that sort of area, though, is the positive feedback ratio. What I like about eBay is the sort of tops rated sellers and stuff like that. You very quickly get a glance at someone by looking at their profile of how trustworthy they are. It will tell you how much positive feedback they've got, how many sales they've had. So if I'm buying off someone and they've had 150,000 sales or whatever, or pieces of feedback, whatever it is, okay, and they're at 98% feedback, I'm pretty happy with that because they're selling a lot. However, if I go and buy someone who sold 10 things and they've got a feedback rating there's like, I guess 75% or whatever, then I'd be a bit concerned. And it's really good at sort of one track doing that, but it means you've got to be very hot on your own and making sure it's perfect. Making sure everything you do is perfect. Because eBay buyers are a different breed. eBay buyers, a lot of the time, in my opinion, look for things wrong with an item. So a lot of places don't allow partial refunds. So other sites don't allow partial refunds. eBay do. And so you'll find a lot of sellers a lot of buyers, will buy something. When it gets to them, suddenly complain that something's wrong with it, even though you know it's fine. And basically demand a partial refund. And yeah, basically, I tend to say to them, that's all right, return the item. And 99 times out of 100, they'll go away. One time out of 100, there's actually something wrong with your item and you've got it wrong. They send it back to you and you give them a refund, which is fine. People like to chance their arm a lot on eBay. It's happened a few times to us. And yeah, it's not a nice feeling when you know that something was fine, perfectly. We always make sure we list our things with accuracy. And before we send it off, we check. Make sure the item was as we described it. And if it's not, we'd ring them up. I think it's happened once before. Not ring them up. We've messaged and said, listen, actually, we found a little scratch on the box. And the person was like, fine, still send it. But you just want to make sure when you're doing it, essentially, that you get it right. So you can get people being a bit dodgy. I don't find that happens on Depop or Vinted. Again, more on those when we talk about them. Where eBay has gone wrong initially, it's getting better now, but it still isn't great, is in the way you list, though. Listing on eBay is a very, very long process. A really long process, and it's too long. On mobile, it's not very mobile friendly, so I do everything via the computer. And what happens is to list on eBay, you have to put a title in. Then it takes you to a next page, which asks you to fill in things like the brand, the shoes, like the shoe type, so you've got a Nike, then Air Max 90, then the colour, then the women or men's, whoever it is, and then the size, then all that sort of stuff. Then you go through to the listing page. And then on the listing page, you put your photos, and then you put in your prices, and then you put in your postage, and then you put your description, and then you list. It is unbelievably long. It is way too long. And it's because eBay, I'm talking about FIFA here, eBay are still using really old technology in terms of the way they do things, and it's not good enough. It needs doing. They have sped it up a little bit recently by cutting out some of the gumph, but it's nowhere near enough to warrant it. Admittedly, though, again, a pro and something that's half decent is, even though that's the case, it is free to list on eBay. A lot of places are free to list on, though. That's why eBay became free. They used to charge you a fee to list. They've stopped doing that because all their rivals don't charge. And you get charged a fee. Now, it works out an average about 15%. And it's not terrible. And I think with eBay, it's probably the place you can justify a fee because it's a massive marketplace and you're selling a lot and they've got a massive market to show you. Now, Depop charge a fee, and I don't really agree with Depop's fees because there's not enough users, in my opinion, and sales seem to justify what they charge you, but it is what it is. eBay's probably the one place you can justify, right, you charge me money, but you've got 109 million people a month coming, so fine. 10-15%, I'll take that. The problem they've got is places like Vinted that are getting bigger and bigger don't charge fees at all. And I do think there should be an option on eBay for what Vinted do. Vinted either don't charge you or they say, well, we're going to put ads here. And I'm happy to have ads on my eBay if need be, if it means I'm not getting charged a fee. And I think that's the new model that eBay needs to look at. But I don't want to sound like I'm moaning. eBay is the best place to sell. It's as simple as that. If you are just starting out and you're looking to get involved in it and get started, eBay is your best place to go. Use last video that I brought out in terms of how to list your items and whatnot, so I won't go too much into detail of that. I would just say on eBay, be very careful about your listings. Make sure anything that isn't right on your list on your item is listed, because people will look for anything they can. Try not to deal with customer service. To keep your head above water, because they're a pain in the backside to deal with 9 times out of 10. Just be mindful of that. But it is the biggest marketplace out there, and it is where you're going to make most of your money if you are a reseller. eBay is my least favourite to use, but the most important to our business. And I think that's the best way to put it. Least favourite, most important. If eBay can change and get things right, it can be fantastic. But I don't think they have much of an interest in it. eBay have that, I guess, we're top of the food chain mentality, and there's no reason for them to change. That's the way that I see it. But that's all about eBay. Next video will be Depop. Video after that will be Vinted. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe down below. Make sure your notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. But for now, I'm out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.